There is a standard that God has placed, that if this qualification is met, He can rest His Spirit upon such a person or such an individual. Hallelujah. Are you listening to me? He can place His Spirit upon such an individual. This is where Jesus now comes into the picture. And you will see that Jesus will encounter a man called Nicodemus, and he will have a conversation with the man Nicodemus. Then he will show the man Nicodemus the way to enter into the kingdom. That first of all, you must first of all see into the kingdom, and it is being born again. That's the entry point. Then after entering into the kingdom, you will now get to a place where the king in that kingdom will now have influence over you. Then he showed us two qualifications or two entry points. You must be born of water and you must be born of the Spirit. So Jesus is saying that you must be born of water, you must be born of the Spirit. Then you can now enter into the kingdom. The king will now have influence over you. The life of the king comes into you. Meanwhile, salvation, the life of the king comes to you, but it's like a seed or a seed. But for it to spread or for it to take over your being, you must now come into the kingdom and encounter the person Jesus. Hallelujah. So God is in a bid to rest His Spirit in men. God is in a bid to deposit His Spirit in men. So much so that His purpose is upon the face of the earth. Because the reason why the world is like this is that the first man that God created in His image fell, and His fall now made him a mutant. Everything upon the face of the earth now, there is a mutation, not the way it was designed. It's like the opposite of His design. The man is now living in a strange way. Everybody that comes into this world came into this world in that state. So Jesus' conversation with Nicodemus is that you must be born again. Then you see the kingdom. Then you advance from seeing the kingdom. You will now enter into a place where the king, the great one, the great monarch himself, will now begin to rule over the affairs of your life. It is at this phase you can now call him Lord, Master, because he is now Lord over you. He is now Master over you. He can detect certain things about your life. But the problem we have is that the average believer don't find the desire to advance with God in this course to the point where the second part that Jesus told Nicodemus will now become a reality, and that individual will now be a vessel by which God can advance His kingdom. That individual will now be a vessel that God can use to advance His purposes, that which He has proposed in His heart, to advance upon the face of the earth.